Joey Mills here for Sportsman Boxing and Betfred, and I am with the British and Commonwealth champion Callum Simpson. How you doing, Callum?
I'm very well, thank you, mate. I think you missed off soon to be European champion on that as well.
Absolutely, and we'll come on to that belt.
How are you? You all right?
I'm good, thank you, mate.
Good.
We'll come on to that belt and everything that means shortly. But
Yeah.
first of all, I've got to talk to you about the venue. You've sort of, when I've interviewed you in recent months, there's been little hints here and there, but you haven't been able to say too much. How good does it feel that Oakwell is back in the diary officially? It's out in public, and we all know that's where you're fighting next.
It feels great, mate. I was told before Steve Woodall, before I fought Steve Woodall, that we were coming back to Oakwell on the 7th of June. So yeah, so I've known since then. Going into the Steve Woodall fight, I knew. Going into the Elvis fight, I knew. So yeah, but yeah, I'm glad it's all locked in now. Finally announced. Again, yeah, it's for an even bigger fight than I expected it to be. Bigger capacity. So yeah, I'm over the moon, mate.
And what sort of advantage is that extra capacity going to give you on fight night? They're talking about 15,000 at least is what it can be set up for. What's that going to be like to fight in front of that sort of crowd?
It's going to be unreal. Going to be unreal. And it's not even a case of the advantage. It's just the event, the moment. The memories and the part of the journey. It's just going to be an unbelievable night. Not just for me, but for everyone as well. For everyone that's in attendance. My friends, family. The Barnsley, the community. It's just going to be absolutely massive. But I know that when it's time to dig deep, I can dig deep anyway. And if there's time to dig deep against Ivan Zucco, I know the crowd will be cheering me on, spurring me on. 15,000 at least. Yorkshire folk cheering me on. It's going to be amazing.
And obviously, you've fought there before, never in front of as many as going to be there for the Zuko fight. But what makes Oakwell so special?
I think it's the Barnsley people. The Barnsley people, the community. Again, it's my hometown football. It's my hometown. It's my football club. It's my town, my club, my people. And my community. They're getting behind me. That's what makes it special.
And I think there's very few fighters that do what you've done. I think to Ricky Hatton and the connection that he had with the people of Manchester as one of the strongest examples. But why do you think you have such a close-knit relationship with the Barnsley people and the Barnsley fight fans?
Because I'm a Barnsley lad. That's all it is. There's no, I'm not an Huddersfield lad coming to Barnsley and pretending I'm a Barnsley lad. I've born in Barnsley, born and bred. School in Barnsley, working in Barnsley, college in Barnsley. I've boxing out of Barnsley Star Amateur Boxing Club. I'm just a Barnsley lad, and I'm fortunate to be in the position that I'm in now. Got there through hard work, and I'm still in about the community. I'm still in town most days. Getting a coffee or having to go to Lidl to get to get me 3 hour parking, and then Quality Save next door to get me an extra hour free parking. So yeah, I'm just a normal, like, life's not really changed too much since I've been doing well with Boxer and Sky. They still see me in town centre. They still chat to me. I'm still approachable. I'm not. I'm always available. For like whether it's charity events, whether it's like talks or meet and greets and stuff. They'll see me at the club and so they see me walking through town. But yeah, just a normal lad, mate. Just a normal lad, and I think that's why they can connect and relate to me.
And you're on a great run of activity at the moment. You're fighting often. I know the Elvis Ahorga fight was a little bit of a surprise because some changes were made to that card. But how good does it feel for you to be able to get out there, compete so often? You've been racking up the stoppages as well. What's it been like to have a really, really good run of activity recently?
It's been great. As any fighter will tell you, all they want is a fight date and to be active. This is it's more than just a job. Luckily I love what I do, but it's more than just a job. When you're in camp, when you're the boxer, you need a fight date, something to focus on, sort of purpose, something to look forward to, and this what we love to do. We love to fight. We love to. Well, I personally love being a part of big events like this. This is what I dreamt of, what I've dreamt of doing since I was a young boy. Headlining Sky Sports, and like I said, I'm living the dream, literally living the dream.
And do you see the build-up being a little bit different this time to what you had against Elvis Ahorga? I think we were all very entertained by the sort of personality that he brought, and it was a very interesting build-up, that one. Do you think it'd be a little bit different this time?
I don't know if Ivan speaks English or if it's just Italian. I don't know. I might have to learn Italian to get a little bit of back and forth. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I don't think anyone's going to bring the energy that Elvis brought. That surprised me. But he's back out in a few weeks, isn't he, against Tyler Dennis? So I'll be looking forward to that. I'll be looking forward to that fight.
And how much do you know about Ivan Zucco as a fighter? He's coming in unbeaten record. There's a couple of recognizable names on his record. Is he someone that you've seen a lot of and that you know a lot about?
It's the first time that I saw his name was we were trying to make the Jermaine Brown fight a couple of years ago, and he actually turned me down to fight Ivan instead for a WBC international title. So that's the first time I saw him. And then, but yeah, there's no one that's really on my radar, to be honest. It wasn't Ivan's not on my radar. I just kind of fight was in front of me, really. I just focused on what was in front of me and focused on the names that my team put to me. And even up until 2 weeks ago, it wasn't even a fight I thought were going to happen. I got made manager for the European title, and I took that opportunity with both hands. I said, make it happen. I'm confident. Yeah, we'll take the fight. Yeah, he's had more knockouts than I've had fights, but I believe in myself. I back myself, and yeah, I'm coming to that European title. Will be coming to Barnsley. It'll be staying in Barnsley.
And you say there, there's no particular names that are on your radar ahead of a fight. But once you do know who the name is, are you someone that does a lot of tape study, or is it more just getting the things that Callum Simpson is good at right in the gym?
It's a bit of both. My coach, Mark Haley, does a lot of film study, and he'll show me what I need to see. So we've already started. Obviously, the first things first is make sure that I'm the best physically and mentally that I can be getting in the ring. That's what we do. But as we step up in levels, that's something that we started to do since probably from the Boris Crichton fight, to be honest. A lot of film study. And again, as you step up in levels, you need to kind of I always get in the ring extremely fit, fast, sharp, and I'm powerful. Physical attributes are there, second to none. But it's a case of actually how we're going to fight this certain fighter and being specific. And we've looked at things already. We've started drilling from a week before last, and everything that we're working on for Ivan has clicked straight away. Very like game plan strategy, certain shots, certain defenses and counters, everything that we started working on, it's clicked for me straight away. And yeah, I'm looking forward to showing the new skills and things I've been working on fight night.
And we mentioned it before, the European title. How important is that to you to get to fight for that, and also to sort of complete the treble there with your British and your Commonwealth titles as well? A lot of great fighters have unified those three. What's it like to have the possibility to do that yourself?
Yeah, it's something that I've always strived for. I think I've shown that I've come up the hard way, the traditional route. I've not jumped up from GB squad and getting crazy opportunities for no reason. I deserve where I'm at now, and again, I've come up the hard way, the traditional route. I won the area title in my 10th fight, first championship fight, while I was working full time as well. Signed with Boxer, won a few international titles. Won the Commonwealth, won the British. Now fighting for the European title, which is again another very prestigious title. And yeah, it's the right step for me, another step up, and going to be a massive fight. And I want to continue building there. Hopefully, defend the European at the end of the year as well.
And how important do you think that pathway is? Because it's something that obviously American boxers, for example, don't have the same access to something like that, where there is these levels of title that you can go up through domestically and then continentally. They tend to go for, like you say, the intercontinental, international titles without having those regional belts. How good do you think it is that British and European fighters have this sort of pathway that they can go through before they go on to the world titles?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's great. I think that some world title fights can be some European titles can be harder to win than worlds sometimes, And same as British, sometimes it can be harder to win a British, or it can be harder to win a European than it is a world title. But I think America's so big. There's so many big fighters over there. I think they get the experience in levels from a lot of the sparring, the traveling around sparring, whereas again the depth of talent at my weight, sub middleweight in Britain, is very poor. Other than myself, there's no other big names really, which is a shame. But obviously, Hamzah Sheeraz stepping up to 168. I've seen that. That'd be a big name. That'd be a great British defence, European defence at the end of the year.
So Shiraz is a name that you are targeting then, looking at in the sort of medium future.
Yeah, for me, again, at every fight, I want to step up in levels. I want to step up in levels every fight. And I think Hamzah Sheeraz has proven his British, European, tried to go to fringe world, well, tried to go to world level, didn't work out for him, but you can say he's a solid European level fighter. So, once I beat Zucco, that's definitely a fight that I want. I want to win the British outright as well. If I can do it, I can. If not, I've got to vacate. I will. If I have to, we'll cross the bridge when it comes to it. But Hamzah Sheeraz, that's a British defence there and a European defence. I believe I'm the man in England, in Great Britain at 168, and I'm still going to be the man in Europe. And if he wants to, if he's serious about coming to 168 and going pushing on for whether it's Europeans at this level or world level, and like it can fight me to prove where he's at.
And you mentioned there that he obviously came up short at world level in his last fight. Did you watch the fight, and how did you rate his performance in that one?
No, unfortunately, I didn't watch the fight, mate. I didn't watch the fight. I was there, but I didn't watch it. I was off getting some food at that point. Yeah, it was only a couple of weeks after my fight, so I was still hungry from making weight.
What did you go and get? What did you have?
They had loads canopy little nibbles on. So I got one. I got a few. Took them. By the time I set off from the nibbles back to my seat, I'd finished them. I turned around, got some more. Although some nice dates as well, filled with pistachio and Biscoff and stuff. They were nice. And a few little snacks. Yeah.
Are you going to be having a word at Oakwell, get them to lay on some sort of nice little nibbles like that as well, or more traditional stuff, do you think?
In my changing room, yeah. if they're putting them on, I want them in my changing room for after my fight. Yeah, they can do that.
All right. Just remember you said that, because I'm going to just come and nip in after the fight, if that's all right. Just get a few bits. Does that sound?
If there's no nibbles on from the football club, I'll have a few jelly babies and a couple of sweets for you, mate. So you're more than welcome to have a few of them.
Nice one, Callum. I'll hold you to that, mate.
That's it, top man.
I'm wondering, do you have a message for Zucco about what he can expect from Oakwell? Obviously, you've lived it, you've breathed it. It's going to be even bigger this time. Do you have a message for him on what he can expect walking into your house?
It's going to be, I'd say for him, it's going to be a great night that's going to end bad.
Great night that's going to end bad. What can he expect from 15,000 or possibly even more of Callum Simpson's fans?
It's going to feel the atmosphere, mate. Like I said, it's going to be a great night, and it's probably going to be the biggest night of his career. Just the noise, the roar, the atmosphere. It's special. It was special when I was there for 7,000 last year, and we're going to more than double that this year. So yeah, it's going to be a big night.
Great stuff, Callum Simpson. Thank you for speaking with me today.
Thank you very much, mate. Top man.